What's going on? We're here with a new episode of the New Hood Podcast. We're here with the guys. We got Mr. Do It All, Mr. School Man, Mr. Real Estate,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Truck Driver
Talk
himself,
to him.
Shawn. What's the
Talk to him.
deal?
Hey, what's happening, fellas?
Hey,
We
talk to him.
with the gamer extraordinaire,
Hey,
aka, you know what I'm
you
saying,
know.
the veteran and the war veteran himself,
Hey,
Josh Nixon.
hey,
You
do
know
I,
what I'm
I
saying?
gotta see you some money after this. I'm loving this. Hey,
Yeah, I'm gonna step my
hold
game
on.
up. I'm stepping my
Hold
game
on.
up, man.
All right, let's see what he
You know
about
what
to
I'm
lie about now.
saying? And then you got me.
Yeah, I do it. Looking like $1 million. We're talking about, hey, you got me. I'm just a
No,
regular
man, it's one of
nigga.
my fits that I wore at the All Star game. That I never got to get off. So it's gonna, you know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna see
Hey, I
this shit
respect
up
it.
there.
I
I ain't get
respect
no
it.
picture. Somebody gonna see this, bro.
I respect it.
You know
I
what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
respect
feel
it.
that.
Yeah, man. What's
Hey,
up with y'all boys, man?
cooling, Brody. Cooling, man.
Have y'all ever had that where y'all ain't get a fit off?
All the time.
Oh yeah.
Enough people ain't see it, so you had to
Mhm.
double
Brother, I'm
back
the
on that.
king of running that back, and I hope
Mm-hmm.
somebody
Oh
say something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
But yeah, man. Before we go, get started, y'all got anything y'all want to plug?
Only thing me, shout out my wife. We just hit that 10-year anniversary this weekend. So,
Shout out
gonna
to
shout out
y'all.
her, putting over my shit.
Yeah,
So,
man.
yeah, say that.
Yeah, I just
Shout
hit
out
my
to
10 in
y'all.
February too. So
Hey,
Hey,
happy
shout out to you
birthday,
congratulations.
too.
man.
Hey,
Yes,
y'all fellas doing big
shout
things.
out to us, man.
Hey, old as hell.
Man.
Definitely that.
Bro, what?
What about you, Sean? You ain't got nothing you wanna you know what I mean, promote? Or you good right now?
Um, yeah, I'm good right now. I'm good right now.
Okay,
Say less,
okay.
say less, say less. All right, man. Well, let's get straight to the topics, man. I'm feeling the energy. Let's get into the topics,
All
man.
right, all right.
Let's do it.
All right. So first topic: what aspect about Black life, whether good or bad, needs to be talked about more? Something that people maybe not know, something we may need to shed light on. Maybe people get wrong about us. Anything y'all can think of that just needs to be highlighted more, whether it's good or bad. Anybody want to go first on that?
I'll go because I really didn't know what I was gonna say just now. But I would say, I guess, resiliency. What I don't know if a lot of cultures know, like growing up in a black household, like you're taught to compartmentalize a lot of things, and then as you grow older, like you may not have those people in your life that teach you how to like decompartmentalize and then know like it's okay to do this, it's okay to do that. So yes, people may come off angry, but it's because they don't know how to deal with those emotions. Not saying like you should let people lash out at you, but I do think if people could understand that, they would have a more understanding, and instead of labeling us the angry black man, and just knowing that we weren't taught to deal with our emotions till, like for me, it was way later. So I became an adult, and that shit had already sunk its teeth in. At that point, I'm just, like, I am who I am now, brother. I'm not with this. So, but it helped me because like I surrounded myself by these great gentlemen here, and we talk about that, and then we're in a space now. Although we didn't get to experience it, we're able to push that to our kids so that they won't have to wait till being like it's okay to go talk to somebody if you need to. It's okay to cry. It's okay to do these things. So I think just having that resiliency, because to think that we had all that and still to be able to do the great things we're doing today, without having all that education, I think is it's a big part to us.
Yeah.
What
Hey,
about you, Sean? You got anything?
I'm gonna definitely piggyback off of the like resiliency aspect of it. But just from a different view of like, growing up, you hear, especially like the misnomer is that, oh, it's going to be harder for you because you're a minority, you're a black man coming up. Um, but I think the reality of it is like it's only hard if you make it hard. Like it is possible. It's attainable. Like I'm not saying you're gonna be a millionaire or you're gonna be a billionaire or something like that, but it is possible for you to attain a lifestyle that like you comfortable with, that you can like set your kids up to like go further than you. You know, you don't have to be stuck in that like mindset of like I'm gonna have to fight a war just to get me a piece of peace, basically. Like, so I think that,
Okay.
yeah.
Man, I think y'all hit on some like a lot of nice stuff and stuff that we uh you know can know about ourselves and fix. So I'm gonna go more on the darker side.
Hey, I
All
wouldn't
right.
expect it any other way.
Yeah, man. I think one thing, and it's not necessarily like other people need to know, but something that we need to address in our community is the amount of like things that are swept under the rug
Mm,
uh for the sake of not making the family look bad. You know what I'm saying?
oh no,
So
Or making them
oh
people
yeah,
uncomfortable.
oh yeah,
yeah,
you
making
preaching now?
people uncomfortable and
Hey, you
stuff like
preaching?
that. I think that's something that needs to be addressed in our community. And it only need to be only people that need to address it is people of our community and from our community. So something needs to be addressed. Like, man, just working in the medical field and now working in psych and mental health. I'm starting to see and hear a lot of like things like sexual assault by family members, you know what I'm saying,
Hmm?
and people knowing about it, but that might be somebody that's big in the family, that's somebody that everybody is want to protect, you know what I'm saying, they don't everybody's scared of, or he or she is the most respected person, things like that are swept under the rug, to just for the sake of like helping the family, like keeping the family from looking bad. Or there's also, there's that, but then there's that thing where our families tend to more old school, not as much these days, but like then there's people who make a you make a big deal out of that family member being different. So like maybe you got a family member that's a part of the LBGT community, you know what I'm saying? Like that person gets swept under the rug and treated like less than, but then you got a family member over here there's been rumors that this person puts his hands on people, touches people, stuff like that, and people turn a blind eye to that.
No facts.
So unfortunately, working in mental health, I'm starting to see that a lot in our community, a lot in other communities as well. But I think we tend to think that our community is like exempt from that, and it doesn't happen. But it happens in our community just as much as it happens in any other community. But we start to think that like, oh, that's not us. That's absolutely a thing in our community. Quick to shun the gay family member, but won't address that the uncle or aunt that's a closet pedophile. Like that.
Thanks.
So
Hey, hold on
something I
now.
think
You
that I think
Hey,
something in the black community that needs to be highlighted, that we need to fix. And that's not to say it doesn't happen in other communities, but I'm black, so you know that's the community I would like that to be fixed in, because it definitely happens in others. But yeah, but that was mine. I know that was a little bit more on the darker side, but hey,
no,
we
no. I
need to
mean,
say it.
nah, I
I
think that
like
was
it.
a good
Yeah, I
one.
think it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
that
about
was
to
a
say,
good
and I
one.
think it needs to be said because, like you said, I do think we embody out of sight, out of mind, where we think like,
Hmm.
oh, no harm, no foul, or like you can be bribed your
Yeah,
way out
don't
of
let
it.
the family look bad. Don't
Yeah.
let the family.
So, and the crazy
Yeah.
thing is, I don't think like adults know how much power they have like over kids when they say things like that. Because you true like kids really think like, oh, the family's gonna break up if I do anything wrong, or
Hmm.
so. Nah, bro, you. Hey, I'm with
But
it now.
you know what? I think that's like I think that's one of the reasons that movies like Precious and stuff like that
Mhm.
do so well in our community, because so many people can relate to it, but they don't want to like
Hmm.
own up to it. Like they don't want to say
Closet
that that's my
applause.
reality. They don't want to say that that's my reality, but in the back of their mind, they're like, I either live there or I know somebody that's lived there, or I know somebody that's doing things like this. Um, so yeah, I definitely 100% agree. That was a good one.
Yeah,
That
I
was a
about to
good one,
agree.
bro.
I also think
Appreciate it.
I don't know if it's just what I've experienced. I'll say I'll relate to. Damn, I've experienced it in the military too. I would say the crab in the bucket mentality. I know it's like I said, never, but I feel it so much more when it's people that look like me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that sucks. Cause it's like I know a lot of people say like, "Oh, I want everybody to win," but I truly do. Like I think it's enough room for all of us to win, like to share the knowledge and stuff. And don't get me wrong, I do think I see more of it now where people are willing to let win, but it's still like those scragglers that's still thinking like, "Oh, I can." Yeah, and it's like, bro, get with time, man. Come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's yeah, it's definitely it's hard to deal with because like especially when it's like damn, you look like me, you willing to tear me down to like think that's gonna elevate you, and it 99% of the times I
It don't
haven't
work
seen
like
that
that.
work, and even if you do get ahead in life, I don't think taking a dump on that other person is what did it. Like you could have continued to do what you needed to do, and still got where you needed to get. But it made you comfortable like not having or what you perceive as not having competition. So
Because
yeah,
facts, because a chief said one thing, and for people who don't know, a chief is just a high ranking member in the military. Um, he didn't get selected like twice, right, for
mhm.
promotion to get ranked. And then on third time he got selected. Everybody was like, "What you do?" He said, "I promise you, I did nothing different." He said, "I didn't change who I was."
Did my
He
turn.
said, "They just finally caught up." He said, "Yeah, I kept knocking at the door, and they finally let me in." He said, "Well, most people do. They get that one rejection, and then they switch
That's it.
everything and become somebody completely different because they thinking like this is what's gonna get me, and then they're not happy once they get it because, like Brax said, you done fucked over a lot of people to get there, and now when you turn around, ain't nobody applauding, ain't nobody doing nothing."
Half the time they ain't even upset either. They just like, yeah, I'm not surprised, but
Yeah.
good for you. It's like,
Hey,
I
that's the
see it all
worst.
the time. It's like, yeah, bro, congrats on everything, but like, we don't care, bro, because like, why would I be jumping around to celebrate you when you literally did everything you needed to do to like diminish me? But it's like you'd be surprised how much people they also aren't rooting against you. It's just like they
Yeah.
just not in your corner because you're a terrible person,
Okay.
So
Hey, hold on.
yeah,
Hey,
it's some people
All
like
Star
that.
Brax is back. You hear me?
Hey man, I'm back in. I'm back, man. I'm energized.
I guess
Let's
that
get
answered
it.
my question because I was gonna say, do you think that's like a character trait, just like out of curiosity from y'all's purview? But I mean, yeah, I think if you say it like that, you're a terrible person. I mean, I think that's a character trait. Like like there's no way around that. Like
Yeah, yeah.
so,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
that answers that.
Nah, that's a good topic. I love it.
Okay, y'all want to roll into the next one? You want to do your impromptu topic first, or you want to roll
Yeah,
into
Yes,
the
yeah,
what
next
you
yeah.
got?
Yeah, I go ahead, lighten the mood a little bit. So it was it was about a year ago. It was a young lady who sued her family, her parents, because she said that she did not ask her. She said like they expect me to my bills are $4,000 a month. They expect me to work. I didn't ask to be here. I didn't ask to be here. She sued and won. She won like her parents got to pay her, but it's only for like 18 months. But they still got to pay her like damn near like 6 racks a month. So if y'all
So
kids
did she
sued
say she
y'all,
won what's the name, or she just won like her emancipation type thing?
no, she grown. She grown
Oh
as hell.
man,
No, she was grown as hell. She was grown as hell. She like 21, 22 type shit.
that's
And
crazy.
so she won. Cause she did a little TikTok and everything. Cried in the car like, I didn't have to be here. These bills. I gotta pay these bills. And so I think she was in California too. She sued, she won. Judge gave
Yeah,
her like,
that
but
makes sense. Yep.
Yeah, I
they
was gonna
gave
say California
They'll
sound like the
definitely
place
make out
that'll
the
work.
work. Yeah.
and they gave her like 18 months. But if your kids sued you, if they were like, how do y'all get over that? Like what happens
Uh,
from there?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I probably like. I feel like I think you'd be to burn that bridge with me. I think you'd be to burn that bridge. I think I'd be willing to do a whole lot more for you. Like if you
Yeah.
just came to me and like, hey, look, times is hard. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Then I can live with that. It's like helping you out with something, pay your rent. A couple months so you get on your feet or something like that. But as far as you trying to take me to court and then I gotta the man telling me I gotta pay you some money, like you should be paying me. I just raised you for 18 years. You've been under my roof, food, clothes,
Yeah.
shoes,
Yeah.
activities and everything else. And you gonna come back and turn around and like bite the hand that fed you, so to speak. Like No, that wouldn't work for me. That wouldn't work for me.
I couldn't imagine raising such a fucking loser that you
There's that too.
that it's so hard you cry because you was given life and that it's gotten so hard for you that you gotta, and instead of asking me for some advice, instead of seeking out a mentor or some way to fix your life, through your own means, that you decided to sue me. So how I would get over it is by beating your ass. I mean, look, I'm gonna have to pay this anyway, and I'm sure you paid enough to sue me for kicking your ass anyway. So, hey, at least I'm paying for something that makes sense. But yeah, but hey, yeah, if
So
I
yeah,
end up for
oh
real having to pay that money out, yeah, it
yeah,
ain't
so it's
no.
5,000 a month monthly for basic needs such as shelter, food, and clothes.
I feel
Yeah,
like even
She
in
sued
Cali,
him. She sued him for being born.
that had to be somebody from California,
but
man.
I feel like even in Cali, that ain't nothing. Like as far as like trying to live, like I feel like maybe in Texas, you can get away with that. But 5,000 in Cali, I feel like that ain't going.
I mean, it's good enough if you ain't make. I mean, to be getting it for free, but
Well, yeah,
Cause she
hey,
still
for sure.
can, cause she still can work. They said like and make more money if she wanted to.
yeah, it's
That
definitely.
5,000 just minimal. Like just hey, just on the
Like
wake up.
I turn your ass in for free for doing some man. What? It'll be over. Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, that was it. I just was curious
she
because I was on this. I'm on the same tip as y'all. I was like, I don't think we come back from that. Like to go in court. It did. I'm just looking at like I just could picture myself just looking like the whole time.
this has nothing to do with nothing. But is she
Yes.
Caucasian? Okay. All right.
How about to say you talk? Hold on. Now. What you
Hey,
talking
hey, hey,
about?
sometimes you be surprised. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that makes sense though. That makes sense.
yeah. That's
Uh,
crazy, man.
yeah, yeah.
Y'all ready
But
for the
that's
next
it. That's
topic?
yeah.
Okay. All right. I got one for y'all. Um, if you were a god for 1 minute, all powerful, you get to make one drastic change over that 1 minute, and it don't matter how big, small, broad, personal. Like you can change one thing. It can be something extremely personal to your life, or you can change something for the entire world. What would that one thing be that you would use to alter? What would
Go
it
ahead,
be?
Josh. Go ahead and cancel us.
Nah, you go ahead. I'm gonna try to actually think about something. Let me
No,
see.
go ahead. Go with your answer.
Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm trying to think. Yeah, you go ahead, Shawn. Let me try to see how to
Man,
change one thing.
I don't know, brother. That's
I mean, there's
that's
really
a
no
tough one.
wrong answer. You can change
It
something
isn't.
crazy in the world. You can
Yeah,
change
yeah.
something personal to your life. You can change literally anything.
Cause it's hard though. Cause like I think like the most common answer from black people would be like, "Oh, slavery," but I also feel like I don't know if we would be where we are today. Not saying that's the best. We're not in the best place, but I don't know if it'd be worse at the same time.
I Okay, I got one. I think I would give our people the like knowledge and understanding of like who they really are, like what they really come from. Not this understanding of like this whitewash history that you get
Okay.
in school. You know what I'm saying? I think I'd give them the understanding of who they are. Because I think that would make a difference within itself, honestly. Like, I wouldn't give them no money because if you still got the same mindset, then you're going to do the same stuff. But I think with understanding who you are and stuff like that, where you come from, I think that'll give you a better chance, a fighting chance to realize that you're not just a descendant of slaves or.
Hey chat, if y'all vote me, I'll give y'all money. Shawn giving y'all homework. Think about it. Vote Venom for president. Venom for president.
Man, imagine almighty power. I give you a book.
Hey,
I'm
I
with
give
you.
you a history lesson.
I'm with you.
hey,
I think
I feel you.
uh damn, that's a
it's
hard question.
empowering, brother. Like real talk, like,
Yeah.
and that's not to say that I know everything, but
Mhm.
within the last 2 years, I've done more like just deep diving into, learning little things. You know what I'm saying? Um, and it's crazy the things that you learn. You know what I'm saying? So uh, you get to looking
No,
at
that's it.
yourself like, man, you don't know who I am in the mirror. Like you don't even know who I am.
um,
What about you, Josh?
I think I'm gonna do something just simple because, like Shawn said, I ain't giving niggas money. Uh, not gonna do nothing dumb. Say something that I was gonna say something. I probably just do some. I'll put like a phone call to heaven. Phone call, so you can still call the loved ones, man. Because I was gonna say fix cancer, but then people say the world get overpopulated, some dumb shit. So I just say a phone. Just have a phone where I can pick up and just call, talk to some people, especially the ones that owe me money.
That's hey, you
Go
see
ahead,
that
DJ.
TikTok.
Yeah,
Yeah, y'all a little too intellectual for me.
yeah I know you
If
was
I could
going.
change something, anything, at first I was thinking like, man, I just can completely change my family history and we'd be rich and us and that. But I'm like, hey, I might not be where I am. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not have my current family and all that. But one thing that I would do is I make it to where a 1 minute after this power is gone, that all of a sudden all my family and and friends all of a sudden come into some rich industry where we can just literally be
Monopolize.
yeah,
Hey,
infinitely
take it
rich.
over.
Yeah, we taking over. You know what I'm saying?
I
Now,
love it.
GTA is
I
a
would
money
love to
glitch.
give people knowledge of who they are and all that, but I don't know if that's going to necessarily change, our current situation. And I would absolutely love to talk to Granny up in heaven, but I think Granny probably would answer
Want
that
you some
like,
money?
"You mean to tell me you had all that power, you ain't give your cousins and them no money?"
Hey, nah, that's
So
facts.
I
Hanging
probably
up on
would.
Granny to a heaven is
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. I'll be like,
Get-
dang, grandma, my bad. So yeah, I would probably just completely change my family's like family and friends like financial dynamics to where like, yeah, tomorrow we wake up and we find something that's gonna make all of us some money. That way, I don't
I'm
gotta
mad at
take
it.
care of nobody. They can absolutely take care of themselves. We can all come into something that yeah, we gonna all be good going forward. You know what I mean? But yeah, knowledge of self is important. I do think that's a great one. A phone line to heaven that would be dope because yeah, that would be absolutely amazing. But
Rose,
you
give me
know,
that money.
Would it be a regular call? Would
Rose,
it be a
give me that
FaceTime?
chicken.
yeah,
Nah, I gotta be regular call. I ain't about
hey
to FaceTime. My
y'all don't
grandma
be
don't know how to
ready.
work that. She'll be in that. She'll be in that thing. Just grandma, I see your forehead. Pull it back, please.
Nah,
Pull
be
it
like slapping that phone out your hand. Like, hey man,
back.
tell Granny you gonna call her back. I got the yacht outside. Like Shawn, put that goddamn book down. Yeah, man.
Hey, I mean, my number two would have been give people reparations. That I thought it'd be that you niggas don't need money. You should have never gave them niggas money.
I mean, I feel that. Hey, look, nah, I'm giving you money. At least my people, my
yeah,
family and
yeah. I'm about to
friends.
say yeah, because I don't think everybody should get money. I know a couple people. Hey,
Yeah,
it would
Hey,
have
do
made it a
not need
lot
no
worse
money.
for us. Hey, they would have made it a lot worse if they had that money. The means and opportunity.
yeah, my family and friends, we definitely about to get this bread. And I ain't say it's gonna be one business, so I gotta employ nobody. Hey, I just want us all to come into something literally tomorrow. Everybody wake up and it's like, oh, you know that one thing we're gonna finance it for $1 billion. Hey, everybody doing it. Hey, we can all hop on planes and do what we need to
And that's the
do.
life.
There it is.
Man.
Yeah, that would be the
So,
life.
hey, but y'all go ahead and call, all the people with Devin or what I'm saying, do your 23 me. Nah, but nah, for sure. Well, yeah, y'all got anything? Y'all got anything else y'all want to add to that topic, or y'all want to get to the next joint?
Nah, but that's pretty good.
Yeah, I think
I'm gonna
that
get these
pretty
niggas
much
money.
sum it up. Yeah, I ain't giving nobody no
Or I'll
money.
do something dumb like wish for a genie and get a million wishes.
You
Yeah,
know what?
yeah.
You might be on to something.
Yeah, let me get a million wishes.
Yeah. All right. So last question. Do you find it hard to keep in contact from people with people from your past? And if so, why do you think that is? Whether that's family, friends, all that stuff. Anybody.
I went first last time. Shawn,
I think
go.
so.
Not at all.
You
Yeah, it's
already know
definitely
what I'm
hard for
gonna say.
me. It's definitely hard for me.
What's
I
a few
think it's
thoughts on that?
a combination of getting caught up in everything that I got going on day to day. 3 kids, wife, um, working, school, everything that's going on in my life, which isn't no excuse because it don't take much. Uh, but I also think that like a lot of times you be done grew to a certain point to where like when you call back, reach back to the people that are associated with your past and stuff like that, it's like they still stagnated to a certain degree, and that stuff that used to excite you that they still in, participating in, uh, it don't entertain you no more. So it's like the conversation don't be the same. Um, yeah, I think that, and then I think some people it's just hard to see them. Like it's hard to like you think about them every day, like you love them to death, but it just be hard to see them like you know they going through their struggles and stuff like that. It'd be hard to hear them like that. That's not the way that you want to remember them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that's more so for like
I
the
get that.
older family members and stuff like that. But yeah,
Yeah. What about you, Josh?
I'll say definitely. Especially since moving out of Mississippi, it definitely became harder because like I don't think people understand like how like you work and then you give so much energy, then you come home and then you got kids, and then you got a routine for that. Don't let them play sports, and you got to do that. And then on top of having school, trying to focus on that, you still want some like your time, but then you gotta give something to the wife too. So, and by the time you look up, when I do remember, like, dang, I was supposed to call this person, it's like 10 o'clock, and it's like, damn, I'm gonna try tomorrow. But then you fall in the same circle, and then, but I'm also in that same understanding, and like, I don't expect like I don't have to talk to somebody every day to know that like I love them or they love me. Like we locked in. Like, and I would hope they would think the same. I mean, Rod Wave said it best. He said everybody got their own life and everybody got their own problems. Life too short for grudges. Call them. And I think I've seen a lot of people fall out over some stuff that they shouldn't have fell out for. It's like, bro, like they're like, oh, you don't never reach out to me. It's like, bro, like it's no understanding. And then if you do the same, they're like, whoa, I got this. And his attitudes and just that of saying, like, if we get time, like we can talk. Like it's some homeboys I don't talk to for months, but they know if they need something, they can call me. But I don't expect them to every day or every week shoot a text, or even if I text, respond immediately because I know things happen. Because I do it all the time where people are texting, I would literally be in the middle of texting, something happen, my son go, and then I don't go back to the text until I just be scrolling through my phone, be
5
like,
days
oh
later.
shit, this didn't send, and I'd be like, and I've done this so many times, and I would just like I tell people, I hope you be understanding, but know that it's genuine love I have for you, and if you need something, I hope you would still feel like you can still call on me, but for every day to day conversation, don't call my phone. I ain't gonna hold you. Don't call my phone.
Feel that.
hey, before you
I
go,
think
DJ, I got something to add real quick. I got two things to add actually. The first one being, definitely don't call my phone for no day to day stuff like that. I'm not gonna do it. The second one, like, I mean, on the same token, it's like, uh, I don't like to be on the phone, brother. I'm not finna sit there. I'm like the kids, bro. We just got done talking about how you Ashton
Yeah.
be hanging up at the Mercedes.
Bye,
Hey,
bye.
I'm
And that's
bye.
why I
Like I
FaceTime
don't
DJ.
wanna.
Because
I
DJ
don't
hate
want to
that shit.
talk.
That's why I FaceTime DJ.
I do not want to talk. I don't want to. I don't want to talk. Like I absolutely
sound
hate
like
that. Like I
Cam
don't
Live.
even. And then the other thing is like on a, I guess a more serious like tone is just you could go halfway across the world to like, let's say for example, I go back home to Mississippi or whatever. I go
Mhm.
see my grandma. I can have homeboys or whatever that won't drive 10 minutes, but I just drove ten
Oh,
hours to like. But you go get back, like it just don't. It
yes.
don't. It don't. The math don't be mathing.
Oh,
Math
maybe
don't
that's a
be mathing.
Mississippi thing. 'Cause, damn. Ain't no way I'm about to come home. I'm at my mama house. You talking about when you go pull up on me? What?
No, that's not a Mississippi
Oh,
thing.
it's every. Oh, okay. Okay.
Like, every time I pull up in town, they be like, "Oh, what you doing? You got a car?" Like, and then
No, I
just
got a
come
bike.
up here. It's like,
I
bro,
got a bike.
you already know where I'm at. Like, why you
Yeah,
can't?
that.
I just like you said. For me, I'm flying all the way on the other side of the country. Like, I gotta if I fly out of San Francisco, bro, like that's gonna be 4 hours of flying or whatever, and probably still gonna have a changeover flight, all that. So you talking about 8, 9, 10 hours of traveling for me to get there, and you ask me to also drive 30 minutes across town to come see you.
Yeah,
Nah,
Like,
that's
bro, you
crazy.
got a car too. Like, you can't come say what up. Am I not? I'm not important enough. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey,
that's
you
just
preaching?
yeah.
What about you though, DJ?
I mean, yeah, it's kind of the same thing, which like is what y'all was saying. A lot of it is, like you said, it'd be hard to like see people uh when they going through something, or like they not progressing in life, or even like seeing people like self-destructing or whatever, and they not doing nothing about it, full excuses. It get hard for me to like deal with that. One, because like, what people would assume is like, oh, you mean, or you got this tough exterior. But like, I mean, that shit genuinely hurts to watch somebody that you know or got love for or related to or whatever be sitting there just completely self-destructing, and like they want you to kind of sit through and watch it. So like that's one reason why it's kind of hard to keep in contact with people. You know what I'm saying? Another thing is like sometimes once you start doing certain things in life, when people don't like understand what you got going on in your life, whether that's they think you got something, got more to them, or think you away from the reality, you know what I'm saying? They get to like becoming judgmental, or they become bitter and like just different towards you. So like it'd be like, I ain't like going out of my way to like call you and contact you and keep in contact with you, when every time we do talk is like you throw away everything that I gotta say because you think, oh, you don't understand what it's like no more. Bro, I grew up in the same environment as you. I know what it's like. What I'm telling you is, when you ask me for advice, I'm gonna be honest. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you, hey, this is some stuff that you can do to fix it. But people be just so stuck in their ways, and that should be hard. You be like, you sometimes you not contacting them, it's like it's almost for the better, because the more I talk to you, the more I bring like have solutions, stuff like
Yeah,
that, the more awkward it's gonna be, because you don't really value my opinion no more, because there's a sometimes it's a jealousy thing, sometimes it's a bitterness, sometimes it's people feel entitled. And then just life. You know what I'm saying? Life be happening. People
life be
be
lifing.
Yeah, man. People be thinking that like when people be thinking you got everything together and that you just don't got nothing bad going on in your life. So like if you don't contact them, it's because you don't mess with them. It's like, bro, I just had like for me, like, bro, I'm taking 2 classes while working 50 hours a week. You know what I'm saying? Like that's every month that you hear see me post on the internet, I'm in 2 classes at a time, bro.
Right?
Still working, physically working a full-time job 50 hours a week. So like, and I also have a family at home, you know what I'm saying? A 5-year-old that's, I gotta, help develop, a wife, you know what I'm saying, that, I gotta tend to. So like should be hard, you know what I mean? You be trying, but like people get upset with you and you're like, bro, you could have called me too. But then
Facts.
the thing that get annoying, but it's like cool, is when people get they shit together, and then they get to calling you and telling you how people, man, they don't just understand. I got so much going on. It ain't personal. Like, oh, really? Because that's how you used to be when you was there. When it wouldn't, like, you only like sometimes people only come back around after they didn't got it together, and then they want you to understand everything. Like, yeah, man, people just don't be understanding. I'm like, yeah, like you didn't. 4 years ago when you was figuring it out, you was treating me, telling people I think I'm better than you, all that stuff. So that be it though, man. But like I say, it's always love until you make it something different. So
Facts. No,
yeah.
completely agree. I just say, hey
1,000%.
man, end of the day, just pick up the phone, call somebody if you really need to. All
Yeah.
that harboring imaginary beef, hey, you can save a lot of energy and time. Just pick it
It'd
up a
be
damn phone.
extremely imaginary.
Hey,
That's the most annoying part is
hey,
like
the
when you
imaginary
get
beef, you be like, God, I'm having me
bro,
question like, damn, that do bro wrong? Did
but have
I?
you really going back to the last conversations, being extra sensitive on what you said? It's like, nah, because back in the day, and like even like a couple weeks ago, this is how we was talking to each other. So that can't be it. But it's like, nah, that person, that thing, they used that time. Although y'all always have talked to each other like that, although y'all have always been kind of, a certain way to each other. Hey, they was what they needed something to be upset about, so they created a beef with you.
Nah, facts. Seen it too
That
many
shit
times.
sucks. That shit sucks though. But yeah, man, I don't have no other topics, man. So I don't know if y'all want to end it there.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, I would say we got most stuff we talk about. It's a sharp one. Just getting back in the rhythm, chat. Been out. Done with some little sickness. Hit the pod. So hey, we're getting back into the swing of things. Getting that consistency back up. Like I said, if anybody got any questions or want us to elaborate on anything, most definitely let us know.
for
Has
sure.
to do that.
Yeah.
Just to do that.
Although this was short, I think the topics we got on
No,
was
no, I definitely like. I don't think it was.
it's all good.
Because some people be trying to drag it out on other podcasts. You be seeing, you watch them, you see like topics, but we got straight to it, and I think the answers was like really good. It wasn't rushed or anything.
For
Yeah.
sure.
I'm about to say
It
like,
wasn't
hey, if you
like
able to,
3 hour podcast. You be like, bro,
yeah, you facts.
get
I
to the
think
point.
I think we also all had a long day today. So,
Yeah.
you know.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I did fall asleep in that school pickup line. I'll be honest, it was a good 1 to 2 minutes, and I was watching YouTube. Woke up like, oh, shit. Hey,
Okay.
oh,
I remember I hit somebody's car because I fell asleep at the wheel, man. Like, and it was I was at a stop sign though, but it was just a bunch of cars
mm-hmm.
like at a four-way stop, and I was like literally like 2 minutes from the house, and I was fighting that shit so hard. I done turned the air up, blasting it, rolling the windows down, blasting music, and then next thing I know, I was like, boof! I was like, God damn! It ain't caused no real damage.
Hey, that's the worst though. And then you be wide awake, dead. You be like, man,
Motherfucker
yeah,
try to hit me over the head with the insurance claim though. Like, man, the
of course.
police saw it, man. It wasn't no damage to your
Bro got
car.
out the car rolling, throwing on my neck.
Hey,
He act like it was cool until he called his mama later on, and she was like, "No, my mom said that I should." I'm like, all right, bro. We already got the report anyway, so just go ahead and file your claim. But yeah, man. Well, that's been it, man. That's been it, man. Good topics, good conversations,
I
man.
bet. Anything y'all want to
Hey,
shout out on the way out?
oh man, make sure y'all turn over to that Call of Duty when we hop. What you on Kick? Are you streaming exclusively
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Kick?
I'm a stream that Kick. Y'all, hey, come on over to Kick. It's
Yeah.
kick.com/Venom with the dash MS.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
come holler at
you
us.
gotta check that out.
Hey, come check it out. But all right,
That
man,
would
this
be
was a good
amazing.
one.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Like, comment, subscribe,
boom,
share. Let us know what you think.
bet.